how do you know you're gay? Does there need to be a jury? I'm pretty sure. I always just thought it was really normal. I mean, why wouldn't you make out with your girlfriends when you're very young? 12, 10, I think was the first time I kissed a girl. Definitely kissed a girl before I kissed a boy. But we were practicing, you know. That's what we all say when we're that young. And I love it that I'm friends with some of those girls on Facebook now, and they're super straight and married and school teachers, and they're like, hey, of course, Clyde's super gay. But I wasn't. I was always super girly, and I still dated boys because I'm from Indiana, and that's what I thought I was supposed to do. And that's just, you know, there's no question. You just, like, this is what I'm doing. And I just always was attracted to women. And it's super easy for me at 31 to be able to say, oh, well, yeah, it makes sense, you know. And, like, when I explain it to my mom, for example, which is your biggest jury right there, I think, she keeps saying things like, oh, maybe you just didn't meet the right guy, and you just never seemed gay. Like, I have a gay cousin who's a boy, and he's super gay and amazing. And my parents say things like, oh, but we knew he was gay growing up, and they had a hard time believing me because I guess that they didn't know I was gay. Well, either did I, because I didn't really think about it. But I know that even when I was with men or kissing boys, I was absolutely always thinking about women. And I thought that was normal somehow. Again, Midwestern upbringing to blame. I just thought, like, as far as aesthetics go and beauty and art, women are more beautiful. How can you find men attractive? They're hairy, and yeah, they can be, like, sexy in a strong way, but then I found women that were super sexy in a strong way, and I was pretty much done with that. But I don't think that there's ever a time that you're too young to know what you like, and it doesn't mean that you are never going to evolve and that you might, like, just be really into a certain person of, like, whatever gender. I don't think that you should try to define it. I think that you should try to be accepting of whatever you're feeling, whenever you're feeling it. I know I'm definitely a lesbian, but it took me a really long time to figure that out. So I think you should take your time and just try to be as understanding and as accepting of yourself as you would be towards someone else that you really cared about. We're all figuring it out still. And you will still be figuring it out in like 15 years. But hopefully by then you'll know for sure. Because I promise you, I just watched my girlfriend mowing the lawn from the window for like 8 minutes. Because she's pushing the lawnmower up a hill and she looks super strong and awesome. And I can't think of a time when I ever watched any man I was with mowing the lawn. Absolutely not. Again, it's always easier to see everything in retrospect, so give yourself some time. Don't be worried about this. It's really not that big of a deal. It really isn't. Now that I live in Minneapolis, which is super accepting, and like my neighbors across the street are a lesbian couple, probably in their late 30s, who have they have 2 daughters. And you know, like, we live in this really gay neighborhood, but it's super nice and family oriented, and I really see that it doesn't really matter what orientation you are. You can have all of the same things, and you know, there's 2 gay churches, and you know, nothing is really affected by this decision. So try not to think about it too much. My dog's choking a little bit. My dog's choking a lot. So, you okay? That's my insight. Good grief. I hope it helps. If you have any other questions, though, definitely ask us, because I wish I had someone to help me, too. Even, like, yes. I have to go give my dog the Heimlich maneuver or something. The end. Love, Clyde.